Hey, YouTube. Okay, so I didn't think I was going to do anything today other than my class, which was very nice. It was just Morgsy and myself. We completed some lovely paintings. I shall insert the paintings here. What do you think? I hope they're nice. I like them. It was quite a challenge and I really enjoyed my time with my bestie. Anyways, so yeah, Saturday we are the 16th. Oh, very happy birthday to Maggie. Happy birthday, Maggie. Maggie is from Journaling with Maggie. It is her birthday today, so happy birthday, dear. I hope that you've had a wonderful day today. Yeah, so like I said, I wasn't going to do anything today, but I've changed my mind because I'm allowed to. So today I'm going to do buttons and I'm going to revisit fabric, right? And we shall take it from there because yeah, I had a spark of genius on my last video and I was like, oh yes, that is something that I can do. So I'm sure we all have this stuff like this, right? Lots of offcuts of material, and believe me, I've got a lot more than just this, and littler pieces and bigger pieces and all sorts of pieces. And then you've all seen this jar and this jar, right? So there's a lot here that we can use and work with. Also buttons. Let me get this out. Ooh. Just threw it all over the floor. I've got this thing which has got my buttons in, so I'm going to maybe just pull out a few because then I can get this off of my desk. Oop. And we can use some buttons. Just grab a couple of random buttons and buttons. I'm just going to grab a handful. There's way too many blue ones there. Let's put some blue ones back. Oh, things are falling. Different color buttons, different types of buttons. I don't know if I'm going to make so many. I've probably taken out way too many already. Let's stick for some interesting looking ones at least. Yeah, I think that should do for now. What about a red one? Let's take out a red one. There we go. I've taken out a couple of buttons because that's what I've decided to do. Buttons. Right. I am going to make a combination of material and paper scrappies because these are scraps, right? Cool. So let's just start off with purple because you all know it's my favorite color. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece. Oh, it would help if I was holding the scissors the right way. I do have material scissors, but they are in my material box. So I'm just going to hope that these scissors will cut just fine. And take some small pieces off now. Let's work with one at a time, maybe. That's a good plan. Alright, so digging in this jar. Let's see. There's an offcut from the other day. Kind of place it this way and that way and decide what I'm going to do. Cut it there. There we go. Stick that back in there. Is there something else which could be interesting in here? Let's take another piece of ribbon. Maybe not. Let's go with that for now. Wait. Let's go through some of these scraps. Ooh, interesting. Let's see, because you all know I have plenty of scraps just waiting to be used. So let's mix it up with some of these. Looking at colors, starting from there. Let's take some of this. I think that can work. get rid of that off. I am so not going to be inking edges, but if you want to ink edges, you are more than welcome to do so. Alright, put those out the way. Bit of glue. I'm going to go for my cloth glue because I'm working with fabric as well. Just give this a good amount of glue. I don't know where exactly, but I'll just put some glue on. I think it's almost time for a new one of these. Okay. Come on now. There we go. Right. A piece of paper, scrap. And a piece of ribbon lace, scrap. Concentration. Sure, there's been so much rugby on today and hubby's still watching, so I'm like, no, I'll come and play instead. Let's put that like that. Why not? Right, now before I stick on a button, I shall take out my sewing machine and really hope that she wants to work today. As you know, it's been giving me a bit of hassle, so I think it needs a good service again. This is what happens, I think, when you sew a lot of paper. Why is it so unsteady today? It feels very unsteady. Right, now, just to make it a little bit interesting, I'm just going to sew around. Let's change this up. Let's do straight stitch. And I'm going to do a straight stitch through here. This way. I suppose we could also mark off sewing again. Maybe what I'll do is just do a bit of a zigzag stitch all the way around and hope my machine can cope with that. So far so good, but you never know. Here we have one paper slash material scrappy. If you want to, you can go ahead and cut off all of these threads. I think I might just trim them down. Some people like the look of that like sort of threadiness hanging out. I'm still not 100% sure if I do or do not, but I think it's cute nonetheless. All right, let's choose a button. Let's choose a button. Let's see. Maybe I should have maybe taken out flat buttons. Let's put that one there. Or over here. Yeah, let's put it there. Going in with my hector glue for this one. Put some glue on the back of this. Go and plunk it down. Goodness. One material paper scrappy with button. Because the word of the day is button. There we go. Just leave that one side to get a bit stuck there. Let's go for maybe a bit of this tartan or plaid. That could be quite fun. Give it a snip. Oh, knocking over things again. How about a bit of this paper? Like that. I want to keep it, but I'm not going to. I am going to, however, let's just ink this one up. See how that goes. We had those yummy Zoe pizzas this evening. Oh, I'm actually feeling so stuffed from that. But oh, they were good. Yummy. Very yummy. Some cloth glue. Deciding which way I want it. Let's go that way. Okay. Let's stick that on somehow. I think I want it that way. Yeah, that looks good. I think I'm going to sew it first. I think so. Let me sew it first. What do we want? Zigzag stitch again? No, I'm going to do straight stitch and go around a couple of times. Not to pleat, but piece of scrappy. I am definitely going to trim that off. Right, let's get some other scrappies out. Let's have a dig through some orts, right? I think that will do. Let's stick some orts down there. Smush it out a bit. Okay, and let's go into this jar again and let's see if we can find something matchy-ish. Bit of black. See how that will look. I think that can work. Yep, take that out. Shove that back in there. Okay, the sewing machine back. Seems like my sewing machine's behaving. That's so wonderful. Good machine. There we go. Right, and how about the blue button or this nice red button? I want to bring out the blue a bit. How about that one? I think I quite like that one. So you can go ahead and hand stitch these on, but hand stitching is really not my forte at all. That's even worse than my sewing machine stitching, so yeah. There we go, little button. There we go. Ta-da! Sorry about that. I know that you don't really see what happened there, but hubby was actually calling me to find out if I'd fed the animals, which of course I have. What kind of a animal mom do you think I am? Of course I fed the animals. No, I'm just kidding, man. I really want to do something with this piece, but I don't know how I want to cut it. Because who says that they have to be square or rectangle-ish, right? Oh, this material is a lot thicker. I'm going to have to get out my material scissors for that. Material scissors. Up front. Even better, let's go for pinking shears. Shinking pears. Let's try those. Why don't we? There we go. Let's cut this a little bit. I'm sure somewhere or another I have a whole bunch of just material scrappy somewhere, but I wouldn't know where to even start looking. There we go. Does not have to be square or rectangle or whatever, you make it however. The idea is to use your scraps, right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm using my scraps. Let's see, I think I want some paper on there first. Do I? Yeah. Let's go back to these strippies. Those are very, very scrappy. Or maybe not, I don't know. This process is entirely up to you. Mind you, let me just pull out one of those. Pull out that one. How about a bit of that? Let's ink this up. And let's ink this one up. See. Let's stick that one like that. And let's get this one going. Let's do some sewing again. I suppose I should just actually leave the machine on, but hey, I don't know why I keep switching it on and off like that. No. I spoke too soon, guys, about my machine. It has broken the top needle, the top thread. Probably needs to give the needle a bit of a clean, it's a bit gammy. Okay, I restrung my machine and just finished that off camera instead. Let's give that a snip. Go, chop, chop. There we go. I was thinking about putting a piece of ribbon over, but it's not really necessary. That one's probably that one now. Let's see. Button? Yeah, I think that's where it needs to go. Hectic glue. Oh, the glue thing went straight through the buttonhole. That was funny. Right, close that up. Right, button, happy. There we go. Okay, so that's 3 material / paper ones with buttons. Happy with that. Let's do another material one. Why not? Look at this. This beautiful. What a beautiful piece of material, right? This one too. So pretty though. Let's try. See what happens. I don't know if I want to. No, I don't want to use that one. Sorry, change my mind. Let's do something like this. Yo, this material is rather thick. There we go. Let's cut that. Yorkies are barking up a storm, and it's late. Well, it's late. 7 o'clock. What are we going to do with this? This nice, like, blank canvas, right? Let's do another piece of material there. How about some of this? That could be quite cool. That could be interesting. No, wrong ones. This piece off. Today I'm not going to keep it, even though usually I would. How about something like that? That looks quite cute. I don't know, I should have maybe also done diagonals, because I keep putting these things on diagonally. So while I'm here, I'm going to conquer this list, and we've done some diagonal, and the other thing that we're redoing is sewing. So that's like 4 things on this list, and 2 that I haven't done yet. Right, that away. Diagonal, because that's where we're going. Okay, machine, let's play nicely together now. Let's see what happens on this stitch. Let's see if it's going to hold nicely. Happy with that so far. Let's give that a snip. And I think I want to just go around the outside of the shape. Zigzag. Can you do zigzag? Yeah. From there. Come up. Thank you. And let's go down here. My machine's probably going, woohoo, material! Because it's actually behaving quite well on the material. Funniness. Woohoo, material. There we go. Like that. Again, way too many scissors on the table right now. Just as long as we don't choose the material scissors on paper. That's all I'm saying. Okay, cool. I think I'm happy. And you let it kind of fray where it can. Just help it fray a bit. Maybe just do a bit of a trim off some of these. Yeah. Happy? I think so. Okay, but now it's sticking to me. Okay. Blue button, definitely. How about a series of buttons? Something like that. See, cute, happy. This glue. Happy. Oh, my glue's popping out everywhere. And the last one. Oh, come on now. Ready? You just push that one into place. There we go. I think that looks very cute. Simple, effective. Using up the scraps. Should we do some paper ones? Let's do some paper ones. There, so I got a bit more space here. Paper. Let's see what scrappies we have lying here. Yep. I don't want to glue it. I'm just going to sew it and hope for the best. Zigzag, that's fine. Alright, let's give that a snip. Pull this jar. Really quite adamant to use this piece. I just really like the colour. What happens if we do something like this? You can double layer it. What happens if we even do something like that? That could be quite fun. let's do some stitching all the way around. Why not? That was my oops. Where I said oops, it's because I wasn't quite concentrating. Okay, let's give that all a snip down. Snippy, snip, snip, snip. There we go. And some of these can go back into the jar. Those two I'm going to keep. Put that back in there. Those two I'm going to throw away, and some of these springy things. Okay. Ugh, everything's sticking to me. Right, so I've only got these shank buttons left, really. I don't know if I really want to break off those shanks, because that can be quite a mission. But for you, I shall mission. Let me try and get that shank off. Tools. Tools, wrong tools. This tool, please. No, don't go deeper into the box. Oh my gosh, give me a sec, guys. I had the perfect pair of what I needed, and it's just sunk down into this box that I can't even see it. Oh man. Ridiculous. Come here. Thank you. Right. Super careful with one of these. And I am just going to cut that shank off very carefully. There we go. Very carefully. There we go. Right. There we go. Now the last flat. How wonderful. Sorry, I haven't said much on this, but it's a bit hard talking over the sewing machine and everything. Why don't we stick you over there where that boo-boo happened? There we go. Ta-da! Flower scrappy. I mean, flower scrappy. Oh my gosh. Paper scrappy! Paper scrappy. Where is my brain? I wish it would come back just for a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to roll all of this glue off of me. Ugh, glue snot. Glue snot. That one was quite cute. Let's see. Shall we use some of this stuff? This vellum that well, tracing paper that this stuff. Sorry guys, my brain just doesn't want to compute words. It will come back, I promise. Let's take that piece. I like that piece. Embossed. There we go. I knew the word would come eventually. That, and let's take some of this. Just going to take that out of there. Let's just rip down some sides here. Ink the edges, yeah, just ink the edges. edges. Yeah, why not? Because it takes a lot of time, that's why. That's why not, but it's pretty. So okay. Let's see, what are we going to do here? Oh wow, let's go this way. That's rather unique and interesting. Okay. I had a feeling that might be a little bit too long, so let's just tear it off there. This side is just too straight for my liking, so I'm going to try and just strip off a teeny tiny bit off of this side. I'm not going to re-ink it. Okay, I'm going to sew that onto there for now. I know what's in my way. Move. Thank you. Let's see how this fares on here. Here when this machine is skipping stitches. Shame little machine. Let's change it up a bit. Out the way. Let's snip off some of these threads because they're very long. Okay, snippy, snip, snip. Come on. Okay, it's a bit better. I'm going to try and ink this. I don't know if it will ink or not. I suppose we'll soon find out. Nah, not really. Doesn't really want to. I'm not going to fight with that. What I am going to do is, let's see, here's a pretty piece of material. That looks okay. I'm going to sew and then I'm going to cut it down. I think that's the plan. Move everything out of the way again. What kind of stitch are we going for? Should I carry on with the stitch? No. Let's change it up. Oh, something went wrong. It's always fixable. I'm going to make it fixable. Okay. Yeah, gluing things down does really help. But I didn't want to, and I have a bit of a thing happening there, but that's absolutely fine with me. I'm quite happy. Let's give this a snip, and this side. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around it with my pinking shears. Sorry, I've been quiet, guys. Like I said, I can't really talk over the sewing machine, and the rest I think I'm just concentrating. I don't know. I told you what we had for dinner. I told you yesterday already what we were having for dinner. I had a good painting session today. What else can I really say? Yes, I would usually keep those, but I'm not going to. I'm just trying to be much better with all of this stuff. Where are we going to put the button? There, there, here where I sewed wonky. I like it up there. Let's go for there. I think that button goes so well with this piece of material. Looks lovely. It's like it was meant to be. Yeah. So I've done a combination of material and papers clusters, and I've done a few paper ones. I think that should be good for now. Let's see what I've made. I made that one. Very cute. I'll show you what you can do with them just now. There. That's cute. There's a little one. And a tossiny one. And a one like that. And a big velvety red patch. Silky red patch. I don't know. Maroon. Okay. Grand's journal. Where did I put it? Okay. Let's grab Grand's journal. And let me show you. Just need to open it up. Okay. So what can I do with these things? Let's take, for example, like over here. See, I've got a little tuck spot. I can decorate my tuck spot with that, right? Pretty. Lovely. On the side. Very cute. Or maybe a bigger piece. Right. So it's more for decorating purposes. Let's go to like a page where you can't really write very much on. It just adds for the decoration, right? Over here. Let me see if one will show up better on that. It just adds a little bit of character to the space. So that's kind of what you can do with your scrappies. I like to call them scrappies. I call them scrappies because they're made from scrappies. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're good there. I've done a couple of examples. I've got some other stuff that I want to get on with. I want to do those frames again. Cut them out. They're all ready for reframing, so I want to do a bit of that. Yeah, other than that, guys, hey, I've only got 2 buttons left. I don't think I did too badly considering. There we go. There are my little fabric and paper scrappies with buttons and diagonals. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Blessed Sunday to you all. Much love. Take care. God bless. See you again. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.